What is up, guys? Um, Much like what the title says, this video is really to explain the game and really to go over a lot of the mechanics and some points of interest that have a lot of people doubting the game or making people not want to buy the game in general. A lot of those points being the biggest one I've heard that a lot of people would end up being really iffy on buying the game is that it'll break your system. Now, I've been playing this for roughly a month now, and the game hasn't broken my system at all. It doesn't make my system overheat. It doesn't do anything like that. In all honesty, the system runs just like it always has, playing any game from Destiny 1 to Black Ops 4, anything really that I've ever played on this system. However, being that the game is so young, it does tend to sometimes lag, or you'll get dropped from a server, but they have put in place kind of as you wish backdoor back into the server that you were in. So if you're in the middle of a match with a bunch of friends and you get kicked, it'll allow you to go right back into that match. And a lot of people were saying, well, the game is still broken in my perspective. I'm like, what game that's an online only game is not broken in the first few months? This game has just come out. I can't give you an exact number of weeks or months it's been out. I think it's only been out like a month and a half, maybe 2. It hasn't been out for very long. But the game is still young. And honestly, there's going to be issues, especially when we go into the actual gameplay of the gameplay part of this video. The graphics, the design of the map, the design of the enemies, the different characteristics that you can change on your javelins. All of that takes a lot of processing power. It takes a lot of time. And really, when it comes down to it, it's going to cause issues at first. It's not like EA and Frostbite, all the studios that were brought together to make this game. Yes, they had 6 years. This game is 6 years in the making. And yes, it got hyped up a lot. But the thing is no matter how much you hype up a game, being this young is going to have issues. It's like a brand new car. They sit there for years hyping up a brand new car. They bring it out, and then all of a sudden, a year later, there's frickin' factory recalls. And don't mind the lagginess. I'm not able to play all that well while recording video. But this is just kind of to give you something to look for the download to finish, because my internet's not the greatest. It's not like everybody else is running 50, 60 gigs a second, you know. But while I was waiting to download this game, I was getting some background on the game. I was getting information about the game. And a lot of people were doing videos about all the bad stuff about the game. Oh, it's broken. The loopholes are all screwed up. One guy actually got banned for taking advantage of the spawn locations of the open world chests and was leveling up extremely quickly. That, yes, EA went overboard with banning him. But they are trying to make this game into a game that is much different than anything else out there. And the reason I say that is because 9 times out of 10, when you have a multiplayer game, there is always, or almost always, a competitive field involved, which opens the door for a lot of people that are quote-unquote trolls and people that are known as tryhards. Now, I have no issue with people being tryhards. I have no issue with people being trolls. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's annoying. But that's how everybody plays the games. Everyone can be a troll, everyone can be a tryhard. But the whole thing is this game was designed originally instead of pitting player versus player, it was designed for players to work together and to find a goal and to find other players to work towards that single goal. And in that aspect of this game, I believe that EA and Frostbite have accomplished that. It's a very straightforward design on basically, here's a mission. Here's what you have to do in that mission. And you have to use teamwork. You can lower the difficulty and fly through the game, but then you're not going to get the higher level gear, or you're going to have a lower chance to get the higher level gear. Which, in my opinion, yes, this game is not for the lone gamer. This game is everything about its leveling characteristics to the number of enemies that spawns at different difficulties, all the way down to the size of the health bar on each enemy. It all changes in a way that suits more of a team tactic based game. But instead of making it like it's just a straight up tactical game, it allows for a little bit of freedom in how you approach each scenario. And yes, they did make it to where you get more XP and you get better rewards and everything else when you play as a group instead of playing as a lone wolf. But that's the point of the game. Now, if you don't feel that's something that you like, that's fine. But this game, that's what the game was designed for. That's what it's meant for. It's not a game to just be for one person. It's a game for everybody. And I've noticed it. Where, like right now, I'm in free play by myself. A lot of times, free play is a good place to just kind of learn what a new javelin can do. Like right now, I have my Storm out, and I'm not fully acquainted with what the Storm can do. So I'll come into free play by myself to learn what the Storm can do, because I can just screw around and shoot a wall if I wanted to. But my point is that everybody's been saying that this game's been overhyped. And I'll be the first one to admit, yes, it got overhyped a little bit. They hyped it up as being the next big thing next to Destiny. Which, in my opinion, and yes, I've played from beta of Destiny 1 all the way through up to right now in Destiny 2. It didn't quite